Hey guys, Samo here. I was just practicing today and I saw some pics behind there um, of me and John Scofield from like probably 1997 or 96 maybe even, and I kind of wanted to share with you guys a really cool story and probably the most important lesson I learned from Scofield. I mean, maybe some of you know or not, like I first met John in 1995, I think it was, or 96 in Italy, and it was quite a long, it's another story basically. I actually made John's first homepage, so in the world on the internet, like back in 1994, and then his wife Susan contacted me and we met and so on. So it's like a really long story, but a nice one. And anyway, when I met John and we kind of met every year in Europe, he found out that I play guitar. I was just starting with jazz, and he invited me to his place, and I got actually to stay at his place in I believe it was in 1997, and I stayed at his place in Catona for 2 months, and we had lessons every day, and we played together every day, which was beautiful, just jamming. And I was just starting with jazz, and I remember the first time we played together. We played like Stella by Starlight and a blues, and uh, you know, John counted off. We played probably I don't know something like Straight No Chaser, and I jumped into the solo, and it was like 1, 2, 3, 4. Uh, John was like, "Wait a second, man. What are you doing?" He stopped. I was like, "Well, I'm soloing." I really wanted to impress him. And then he said, "No, no, no, man." Hey guys, Samo here. Thanks for checking out the channel and its contents. And if you feel like it, please do subscribe. Thanks so much. Enjoy the video. Bye. That was. This is the lesson I still teach, and that stuck with me for all this time, which was, uh, breathe, breathe while you're playing, because think like a saxophone player. We guitarists, we could play eventually, kind of like shredding vibes for 1 minute without stopping, and it's completely unnatural and it's not organic. And if you listen to Sco or all the greats, Jim Hall, Pat, Frizzell, they make stops because they try to think as a saxophone player, or as I talk, I also have to breathe in. So I make a stop, and then after eventually we kind of figured it out, and it was like I started to play with more breathing, and immediately, like after 1 hour when we jammed together, it turned into like 1, 2, 3, 4. Mm. Mm. And I finally understood what he was talking about. Of course, playing the right notes, that's a different story, but uh, it was so important, and it stuck with me still, like almost 30 years later. Like, think like a saxophone player and don't forget to breathe. And it was just, I have all these lessons and jams that we played back together, two guitars, still on tapes. I really have to get them into digital form and maybe share some of that stuff. And there's another thing with Sco is like he played like on a really crappy acoustic guitar with me. I mean, crappy, probably like $100 one, and he sounded the same as on his Ibanez or Gibson or whatever he was playing. And it's all about the fingers and about the thinking, about the breathing. And anyway, I hope you enjoyed this one, and until next time, ciao.